there, guys. How are things? We are rolling. We're rolling. Heading into town. Gotta see if cash my check. It wouldn't take it. You know what I'm talking about. ATM. And I get off too late. The banks are closed. So I'm gonna try one more time. If not, it's fine. It'll wait till my next day off. Let me roll this up a little bit. It's nice having a phone that the speaker works. Because I was thinking I got to get one of those little puffy things, the microphones that people use. So yeah, heading into town. Haven't drank in 4 days, boy. Let me tell you, it has been a hard go. It gets harder and harder, I think, the older you get. I have had a little bit of medication, so that definitely helps. I mean, it ain't that bad. I'm a whiner to begin with. I reckon you all know that. But, anyways, heading into town, trying to cash my check, get some supplies. Just got off work, so forgive me if my hair's a mess. I'm joking. I don't really care. But yeah, had to sober up, man. It's no good for me. It's no good for me. I think I'd come, the fruits of the Spirit Paul talks about, I tend to lack those when I'm drinking. I'm more irritable and annoyed, and oh boy, I guess I tend to get into gossip a little more, say things I shouldn't say, all that stuff, that we don't want to do. I don't know. It's one of those things. I'm like what you would call an AA, a relapse king. I enjoy being buzzed. I don't like being drunk, intoxicated, to where, I drink all day at work. It's a campground, so everybody there drinks. Nobody knows really. I don't get sloppy or nothing, but it's still, I got no business doing it. I'm sure I'd blow. If somebody got hurt, say, even if it wasn't my fault and I had to blow, I would blow over, I'm certain. Speaking of which, the owner ran over 4 people. Only 2 people claimed, and she was severely hurt, and I think he got hurt too. Yeah, in her one of those little carts, and she was drinking. Tragic, man, tragic. This is the things, all the joys of living the honky-tonk life, right? It's very sad, but both of the people are gonna be all right, and it's just scary, they had their kids with them. They're camping, they're camping, and they should feel safe. And that's the thing with me, man. So I lived there too, guys, and I worked there, right? And I kind of take on the responsibility of, I gotta make sure everybody's safe, and 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, I gotta go out there and make sure everybody's in line, and I'm too old for it, man. I'm getting too old for that. So I really gotta knuckle down. I know I said this before, and whatever silver I got, sell it, get a van, get rid of this truck. The stuff they have, the solar, the batteries that you could put in vans, man, you could live very comfortably. And with the morgues, it'd be easy to clean it out. God, the morgues are everywhere in my place. Everywhere. It's like a morgue freaking infested haven. Just throw all that stuff away, right? And then maybe find a different job. You know, stuff's moving so quick. We just don't know the future. We weren't meant to know the future. We're meant to trust in God, and but that doesn't mean I just sit idly by and say God's going to bring me a job. Still haven't church shop. So the manager was nice enough to let me give me the Sundays a late shift so I could go to church, but I worked the late shift on Saturday night. I don't get off till like 1 or 2, and then usually you're kind of jacked up because you've been dealing with people, so I can't go to sleep till 3 or 4, and plus I was drinking, so add that on it. But our season ends here pretty soon, and I'm going to ask for Sunday, Mondays off instead of Tuesday, Wednesdays, or even split days, but Sundays off. And I'm going to start church shop, and I need it. I want it. I'm going to do it. There's no reason they can't give me Sundays off during the off season. It's during the off season basically what I work for the owners at their place 90% of the time, dropping trees and clearing brush and just whatever projects they have. So there's no reason. Plus he likes watching football. So that's Sunday, right? So how you guys doing? How you holding up? Everything's getting more expensive. Everything. Crazy, man. I mean, we still live good. We still live good. Well, I'm going to say I do, and I'm on the lower rung of the pay scale, but I still live good, so I'm grateful. I know a lot of these countries, boy, Venezuela, just so many of them, man. So many of them. There's one gal, she's in Africa, and I like her channel. I forget the name, and I haven't watched her lately. Good lady, man, real good lady, and she kind of goes around and she helps these, little communities, I guess you can call them tribes, and how these folks live. I mean, I kind of would like to live that way. This world we live in here, America, it's too much. I don't want all of it. I don't want the stress. But anyways, there are things they need, right? There are things they need, and she tries to bring it to me. Gosh, I wish I remember the name of the channel. But she's a doll, good lady, and she does good stuff, And I think that's what we should be doing. I don't know. The thing with the church, that's the thing why I'm kind of leery of churches but you can't say all churches. You just can't say that, because there are good churches that really do a lot of good. But just a good portion of them. Come on, hon. Come on. All right. Oh, she's coming. A good portion, they don't, man. They don't. They just dress nice, and they show up, and they listen to the service, and another thing, which I don't really care for, and I should, I know, but is all the singing at the beginning, all the I just, man, I can't get into it. I don't know why, and I should, I just don't. Be right back, guys. Let's see, pop. Yep. Still wouldn't take the check. Said it can't read the routing number, so I just have to wait till my next day off and make it in. So churches, yeah, I gotta do some church shopping. Now again, I think I shared this before. There is a small church that isn't a couple miles away from where I work and live, so that's gonna be my first go-to. And there is a Baptist church, here in town, and I don't know if it's strictly Baptist. I do like the pastor. I think he's the real deal. I think he is does his best to be a godly man, That's all any man can do. I think our churches are under attack. There's a guy I watched. He was an ex-Satanist, and not one of the the ones you see on all the shows, because those guys I just don't know about. This guy's small channel, but yeah, he says indeed they send witches into churches, and pretty much all of them, and to sabotage them, man. We are under attack in every direction there is, man. Every direction. So, I mean, I'm going to say I need to show more compassion to my fellows, because not only am I under attack, they are too, right? They are too. At least I'm somewhat aware that I'm under attack. They have no idea. Majority. So it's funny how Satan has slowly brought us, and we're going to get worse, but slowly brought us to this, I guess, just letting more and more demons in with, the New Age practices, and like I said, the Ouija board. And I used a Ouija board once when I was a teen, and I kid you not, guys, it was me and this other dude. He had it, and of course I knew no better, otherwise I would not have done it, but I knew no better. Alright, we're rolling again. Everything's done. Heading back. So let's see. Yes, the church is being infiltrated by Satanists. It makes total sense, and we've heard it from many different people. Some of the big ones, guys, I don't trust. The ones writing books, we see them all on different. I mean, yeah, they're going to tell us some truth, and just like Alex Jones types, I don't trust them. Just don't trust them myself. Can't really think of any names, but all these book writers. Yeah, Tom Horn, I kind of like Tom Horn, but on the fence about him. I mean, who I really did like? Rob Skiba. I liked Rob Skiba. Was he a deceiver? Who knows? I don't think so. But it's funny, him and, well, not funny, but him and Russ Dizdar passed like within a week of each other. I had to get some candy. When you quit drinking, you crave sugar bad. It does help. I mean, I know it's garbage, but what do you do, man? But I did like Rob Skiba. He wrote a lot of books. What I liked about Rob, though, for me, being new Christian, new at trying to learn this, he made the Bible sound exciting, right? And it is, and it should be, and that's another thing. I got to find a good Bible study. But so anyways, back to this guy. I'll leave a link to the video I watched of his, because he was into that, and he said the demons, the spirits would guide you to do it. If you were a success, you get rewards. And he seems on the up and up to me. So, which doesn't mean every church is bad. It just means pretty much every church is infiltrated. And I guess maybe that's why I've had some bad experiences when I was church shopping there for a while. Gotta guard the flock, right? So they probably feel you out, and they probably, if they're a good church on the up and up, man, you gotta protect the flock. The pastor and the deacons, and because evils abound, right, guys? And I wonder about our food supply. Think about it. All these people, they're mega millionaires, probably all billionaires, right? These jelly beans I'm eating right now. This guy's probably a billionaire, owns a company. It's safe to say all the mega wealthy are. Now, do they engage in child sacrifice? Probably not all of them. No. Probably not. Probably a majority of them. But they commune with spirits, right? Oh, that's what I forgot. When I was younger on the Ouija board, it's just one night, we asked different questions. I asked, am I going to hell? It said yes. Of course, we know demons lie. I'll trust God, not a Ouija board demon behind it. But I did. We were going to a fair that night, and we'd been drinking. I was about 16, 17. We'd been drinking and smoking pot. I asked, because I was driving, I said, are we going to get in an accident tonight? And it said yes, and sure enough, I did. It wasn't a bad one. There was so much traffic, people trying to leave, and I rear-ended a guy. Whatever that's worth. But this thing did talk to us. You'd think that would have made me want to pick up a Bible, but it didn't. I ponder hard. When I was about 20, I went and, I'm sorry, guys, again, I'm really craving sugar. I went into it wasn't a treatment program, it was a work program, but it was for drugs and alcohol. It was a year long. It was a good place. It was in Benicia, California. And you worked your butt off. You just worked for your keep there. And so you did do like 2 AA meetings a week or something, and I was new at it. You had to find your higher power. I'm figuring, good with, because I had read the Bible in my younger teens, Revelations, Daniel. I was always interested in that. And I've read other, Matthew. I read the Bible. Well, one night I'm flipping through it, and nobody can tell me different. The Lord led me to 22nd Psalm, right? Hands and feet pierced. They gambled for his garments. So I knew that whole story because I had read it prior. Going, this is Jesus. He's talking about, that's Jesus. Right there, man. I mean, to a T. Not a bone was broken, so I knew enough about that. So he led me to that. And he also led me to the story of David and Bathsheba, because I think he figured, and I did, I liked it. I mean, I thought it was totally cold, man, but, it was one that I just, I was reading it, because a lot of times you're reading stories, you don't comprehend it. I was able to comprehend it, I often wonder if I would have, because I let it go. I didn't keep studying. I didn't keep reading. I got involved in other stuff, I often wonder if I would have stayed with it, found a good church, and you can't go back, but yeah, I think he was showing me, and I think he'd have showed me a lot more, and I'd be a different Todd. But it is what it is. So back to the guy that was the ex-Satanist. So yeah, our churches are infiltrated by witches, warlocks, and their mission is to disrupt and cause havoc, and these spirits. There's one gal, I forget the name of her channel. She was talking about deliverance, and I asked her, how do you find a good? Because I know I've got demons, man. I know I do. How bad, I don't know, but I just know I do. And but I'm very leery. I'm very, very leery of letting anybody, because I don't want more demons, man. I got enough. I'd like to, call it good on that. Let's try to get rid of these. So I'm very leery. But she said, I don't Instagram, but I got the Instagram account. So she said she would send me a list. She said it's easier for her to do it. And I like her too. Can't forget the name of her channel. But I like her too, and she was talking about deliverance. I believe those of us, I don't know if Christians can be, I don't know, they probably can't be possessed, but they can definitely be oppressed, right? And I think if you, were into shady stuff before you became a Christian, well, by God, those things are probably still in you. And then that's another thing, man. You don't hear much of that in the church. And Jesus, man, and the apostles, they were casting out demons. And that was some real stuff. So would that just stop? I don't think so, guys. I think it got worse. It got worse. We're gonna record in the dark here for a little bit. I'm almost home. I stop at the gate, give the gal working there something, try to drop them off something, and usually give them some fruit. I got some nectarines, but we'll see. yeah, I got enough supplies to last for quite a few days, you know. So you gotta be grateful. I mean, things are getting rougher and rougher, and they're gonna continue to get rougher and rougher. I gotta tell you, we have a problem with the golden mussels here in California. They made their way into the delta, so now they're worried about them getting into the reservoirs. I mean, our food supply is being disrupted. Slowly but surely, it's being disrupted. If these golden mussels really, and California is not doing much to stop it, if they really invade these lakes, because they plug up the pipes, you know, where you let the water out, that goes in. California is an agricultural state, right guys? I mean, feed a lot of people. Well, then these reservoirs, they'd have to drain them, clean them out, so these farmers don't get that water, right? I don't know. I mean, well, we know. Revelations tells us there's going to be famine. Should we prepare? Yeah, best we can. One second, guys. I'm at the gate. Okay. I've never heard of a golden mussel before. How do we not know them mad scientists didn't coop up on these things? And who knows? Kind of sounds paranoid, but I don't know, guys. But we do know famine's coming. I mean, we do know prophecies being fulfilled quickly. So yeah. Now that made a whole lot of no sense, but my videos rarely do make much sense. I'm all over the place. I got to start doing formats. Maybe a format. And I'll stick with it, right? Just stick with the format. Maybe that's the key, or maybe I just keep doing what I do. I don't know. But I'm back home. You know, it's kind of cool. Much as I complain about my job and stuff, it's cool. It's like a Disney movie out here, man. There's deer everywhere, and quail, mountain lion. I seen a mountain lion out my front door. In fact, I got a video of it. It's in there somewhere. Huge bucks. And the deer are so used to my smell, they'll hide their little does, their little fawns. They'll hide them, and like out in front of my house while they go do stuff. They'll hide them. It's kind of cool. I was out here mowing and didn't know it was there. I was hiding underneath the old washboard. And I'm mowing, kicking up all kinds of stuff, but I didn't know it was there, right? So I was done. I was kind of looking over everything, and I seen it sitting down there, and it wasn't looking at me. It was looking away, like maybe he doesn't see me. If I don't look at him, he won't see me. Poor little thing. Huh. But yeah, it's kind of neat. So they're used to my smell. You know, there was 2 fawns. They're dropping a lot of deer this year. It seems like everybody's having doubles. But first time I've ever seen it where 2 fawns were nursing. I've never seen a fawn nursing on a doe, but yeah, they weren't concerned about me at all. It's just like, oh, that's Todd, you know. But they get used to your smell. And then in the winter, once the rut comes on, the bucks don't care about your smell. They're just dumb. But, you know, that's typical male, right? I should buy a hunting license, because the hunting here seems to go into the rut. which is rare, I think. I don't know. Never did in California. But it'd be nice to have a freezer full of venison. I like deer meat, all right. I like the. My ex-wife, she used to cook it really good. She'd make a lot of. Well, I'd have hamburger made, and then sausage, Italians, and the Italian kind of sausage, and then the breakfast sausage, and then a lot of stew meat. She made outstanding stews. She's probably one of the best cooks. She is hands down the best cook I've known. My mom's an excellent cook too. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to get some deer meat, huh? I'm gonna ponder on that one. Well, guys, I pray all's well, man. Love y'all. Until next time.